Hi folks, right, Monday morning. I was asked on one of my comments, how do I get inspired? Do I paint rather quickly? Do I ever slow down and do sort of one for myself? The answer is no. I started this channel 7.5 years ago. I worked very hard at it. I've got well over 2,500 videos. Most of them are for YouTube, but over 400 are for my patrons. I don't give a lot away on, well, I don't give anything away on Patreon. I don't run any seminars, critiques. I don't send any homework. I know some do, but for your money, for a minimum of $4 plus, $4 whatever you want to contribute above $4 a month is gratefully received. But for that you get, I try to do 2 new videos exclusive to Patreon a week, apart from holidays. You're on holiday, we don't have many of those these days. The whole of life is a holiday. Now, as regards to being inspired, what inspires me? Well, I'm well versed in Edward Seago, Ted Wesson. They inspire me. Monet inspires me, Sisley, Impressionists, but I don't copy them. I hardly look at the books now. I do look at my photographs, the ones that I've taken of the things I want to paint, which is mainly texture and tone in the English landscape, such as it is around my area, which has got some lovely parts, but that's about all. There's no countryside. So I had to invent my country scenes. Also, TV. TV is a good source of information. I often take a photograph of scenes on TV and use those as a base for, but I don't copy them. So that is my inspiration. I'm not inspired now to do anything, but because I do make a bit of money out of this, it's an incentive to do it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But I mainly paint landscape. I don't, and seascape or coastal views from memory. But as for buildings, I might put your building in for just a bit of interest, really. Just tie my pinny on. I've got it over my lap. It's a good place for it because it covers my knees and I don't get oil paint everywhere. And so it's a job. It's a job that pays, but it doesn't pay well. But it's also a platform to sell my paintings on Etsy, to advertise Etsy. Right, enough of that. It's getting very dull. I was going to do a bike ride later, but it's sort of getting overcast and a little bit cool today. I did manage to cook my breakfast on the barbie on the Teflon sheets. It really works well. Right, a piece of 3mm MDF. I primed it with one coat of PVA glue just to seal the surface. It probably hasn't sealed it enough, but I can't be bothered to wait for it to dry. My box easel, well, if I use this bit of it, the clamp at the top, it makes it too difficult for the camera to get a good, more or less a square on picture. I don't like it like that or like that. And my palette, I'll show you. This box easel I've adapted. So there's my pinny. Right, there's my palette. It's a piece of MDF. I've got the paint out, and there's my table with my cup of tea. Look. The drawer is under here for the box easel, and I just got this bit of old plywood which I've had for many years, 30 odd years. It was from an old wardrobe, and it makes a lovely easel. I've got it tethered with some elastic bands around the wing nuts of the two front legs, so it all works. Cup of tea, look, cup of tea. My painting knives there, and my palette. So let's go back up to there. Also that, get that straight. Okay. Right, good to see the pubs open on Sunday. I passed my local Wetherspoon pub, but I didn't call in because I was on my bike ride on Sunday, a short bike ride. Get a newspaper, go around the houses, you know, just to keep a little bit oiled. But they were open and they were doing business. There were no queues, so maybe, I don't know if you had to book a book to go into a pub, I don't know. But I brew my own, so it seems pointless me using a lot of pubs. Well, I don't. I like my homemade beer. It's very cheap, it's very good. And I'm going to just change my channel now. I've got my big laptop on. And I left my phone downstairs, so I like to listen to radio on there. But I'm going to go on YouTube. And, oh come on. This one's getting very slow now. I've had two laptops repaired. One because it didn't talk to the keyboard, didn't talk to the console, and the other one was the fan packed up after 4 or 5 years. And both I had repaired. They both work. This is a good computer. This Pavilion HP laptop, but each time it slowed the performance down, being doctored. I don't know why my YouTube's not working. Come on. Oh, there it is. I'd like to listen to the radio. Right, where is he? Mike Graham. Radio programs. Right, okay. Gone to them. Right. Got my headphones on. I haven't got the Bluetooth headphones on. Oh, can't find it. Oh, well, never mind. I won't. Mike Graham is all televised from a new studio, and I like talk radio. I don't like listening to music when I paint because I tend to start to do this with the music, and I don't know what I'm painting. I'm procrastinating now. Just wait for that to come on. Right, okay. I'm all ready to go here. No, I don't want that. Crossword puzzle? No, I don't want that. I want talk radio, don't I? Get off. Sorry about this. I could start again. Because you would never know, would you? Oh, get off. This wretched HP utility thing comes up and it wouldn't sign off. Crossword. Oh, that's right. I was tapping the crossword puzzle. Right, okay. So we'll make up something that is suitable for well, we could have a bit of coast, bit of distance. A bit of water through there maybe, bit across there, a bit of distance. Don't make the sides symmetrical. And if you have a focal point, don't put it right in the middle. Right, okay, so I want to do just a blue sky with a bit of cloud across there. They're quite easy. I've got a frame for this, that's why I'm doing it in this size. It's 31 centimetres by 37 centimetres, about 12.5 by 14.5 inches. So let's get nice bit of blue, good mix. Yeah, pub's open on last Saturday, a couple of days ago, Saturday. Mike Graham, Lawrence Fox and Kevin, whatever, I can't remember his surname at the moment. I've just got a bit of tape there, just hold it in position so it doesn't sort of bend, so, but that bit be behind the frame. This board, MDF, this particular one, might just be this batch, but it's far more porous than the 2mm. The 2mm is hard and tough because it's thinner and used for photograph frames and watercolour mounted paintings, and it's a great painting surface. But this, because when you rub it down, it rubs down very well, and then when you put the wet PVA glue on it, as it dries, it lifts the surface a little bit, so it's quite fibrous. I hope I can do my bike ride later though. It's got very close. Lovely and sunny earlier. Not particularly warm for this time of year, but look, I've got to put some more. I'll make it lighter now. As we come down to the horizon, I'll make this nice and light. So I'm mixing just white with ultramarine. I like these skies by just putting a little bit of a cloud just wafting across. Look how quickly you can do this. I did a series a year or two ago, you doing a quite bold, dark skies, but maybe I feel a bit more optimistic, eh? I like it a little bit streaky, to show those light clouds that aren't actually clouds. It might be, I don't know, vapour trails, contrails even. Any lumps, just pull them off. Don't know what that is. Just a little lump. Don't know what that is. I'm thinking that would be a lake like that. I don't really want to do a lake. So we'll that's our horizon now. Not that. And okay, I think that's a better composition. We've got a bit of two horizons now. Right, I'll put a bit of well, my palette is burnt sienna, ultramarine, cad red, yellow ochre, and cad yellow light. So it's 2, 4, 5 colours. The burnt sienna mixing with the ultramarine gives a very good dark anyway, so you don't need Payne's grey for that. Okay, now we'll just get that in there, and now where's that green come from? It's come from underneath, so I'll just scrape that, give it a good scrape. More colours, more complication. If you put 12 colours out, you'll be tempted to use them, and it doesn't always make for a great painting, unless you're really experienced, of course. But if you're starting out and you like painting, oil painting or acrylic painting, start off with as few colours as possible. Don't spend loads of money on stuff you're not really going to use. I know it's very hard to resist buying the latest brushes and colours, but you know, it's not really a great idea. I've seen people at my old art club with the latest watercolour box with about 100 colours. They haven't got a clue. They just confuse themselves. If I can get away with one colour, like some of those tone studies. Right, now then, we'll mix some white with a bit of ochre. And a bit of white on there. Counter change against that light blue. We're mixing tones here. There's a bit I don't like there, but I'll go over that. That's got that bit of green from the palette. So we've got a sea picture with just a bit of sea across there. Might even go a bit higher. Something in there. Okay, just a bit of cloud coming up. Try, we'll do it. Try not to mimic your landscape with the clouds. Paint the clouds the same shape. You don't realise you're doing it. Oh, going back to inspiration, my inspiration for all these knife paintings is Catherine Williams, the great Welsh painter, very successful. He died, I think, in between 2004 and 12. I'm not sure, but he left 12 million quid in his will. So he stayed with what he loved to do, knife painting, portraits with knives, but he'd use brushes as well for doing highlights in eyes and stuff. You can't do everything with a knife with that sort of detail. So here we go. get down to that horizon there. You use more white than anything else, but you use a lot of paint anyway. Now, I haven't used the cad red yet. I will use that in my greens by mixing 3 primaries. The pencil is showing through there. Right, we'll let that go there. Right, gets those white, that's such a bluey white. Got a couple of red there. Okay, well let's get a bit of a slight mauvey colour and with some whites and put in some put a bit of grey in those. To merge that into the blue a bit. Now we want to make this a little bit quite grey there. Problem there is that we've got 3 the same distance, so let's just close this distance here a little bit. Take a bit of time on this. It's another thing, I don't want videos to go much beyond 55 minutes because the camcorder, being what it is, Give me some of those knife marks. Sets off another video, so I have to knit it together or publish in 2 parts. So I prefer to go on the lighter side of 55 minutes to be on the safe side. It's a bit of a nuisance when you have to do that. I think it has something to do with duty on camcorders. They can do what the SLR cameras can do, so they stop that. But if you want a camcorder that will carry on videoing as long as you want and make just the one video, I think you get them from America. Camcorders have different tax laws there. It's a bit of a nuisance anyway. Right, let's get a nice blue. Touch of ochre. Right, that's fairly horizontal. Let's get a bit of lighter colour. Right, we'll get some lighter stuff in there. Bit of ochre. We'll have a bit of peach there. Bit of burnt sienna. Right, I'll put some ripples on that. There's my bit of paper. Oh, it's getting very. Oh, it's raining. Oh dear. In the old days, the ladies of the house, the housewives, don't mean to be patronising. I'm talking about my mum. In my mum's days, Monday was the wash day. I'm over tired. Any cloud would come along and dumped a bit of rain. You'd hear out of the first lady out to find it's raining. She'd shout. And because living in suburban London, we're quite crowded in really. So one lady crying rain would bring all the ladies out to take in the washing. We had a mangle. We didn't have the washing machines came much later for us. Why did I do that? Well, I know how to get out of that. think the worst thing you can do with your horizons is to put a piece of masking tape across the board, because when you take it away you've got this stark line that looks horrible. Got a bit of a light in that. We're probably going to Cornwall later in the year with my son, daughter, daughter-in-law's grandson, some Moors. Right, okay, so we'll put a little bit of blue. Oops. So I get a bit of reflection. That went wrong. I picked up some of that horrible sea colour. Right, let's get. Oh, we've gone uphill then now. Well, let's go up again now. I like, if you can, to try to bring the sky into the sea and the sea into the sky. Okay, well I'm not going to get much better than that, I don't think. Right, now we're going to put in some foliage on the top of that, some bluey yellow. Kevin O'Sullivan, that's what I was thinking about, who was in the pub with Mike Graham and Lawrence Fox. Just use a bit of burnt sienna with the ultramarine. It's got a couple of darks on here. Counter change. So this is my dark. Oh. Ultramarine and burnt sienna. Okay, different every time. Now let's see if we get a bit of a grey colour, blue, red, sienna, bit of white. Bit of light. Just making this up. As long as it looks like a rock or rocky, then we've done it. We've only created an illusion. Bit of sand. Now, I'll get into some good greens in a minute. Right, now green, yellow, red, ultramarine. Good bit of ultramarine. So we want a good rich dark green. Bit of foliage. Now I want a bit of dark there, so I can counter change. Against it, against there and there. Now I want some rocks down here. I'm only doing one today. How long we've been going? 38 minutes. Oh, and I forgot to drink my tea. Yeah, it's cold. Right, okay, let's get some light green now on here. Gonna have to get a move on now because just a bit of yellow ochre now down here. Could put some sandy colour there. Just darken that yellow ochre with a bit of burnt sienna. Just using the blue and the sienna, just a few rocky bits and pieces. Okay, now that blue, bit of white. Sorry you can't see me mixing all this, but that's what happens with the larger thing. So let's just so where that's wet and a bit of a stream coming down there. I like doing those. They just had a little bit of je ne sais quoi. Okay. Right, now we've got to do this other side now. So ultramarine, red and a yellow. Right, let's get some ochre in round here. Catch a bit of light down there. And a bit of shadow in that ochre. Oh, no, I don't like that. Bit of shadow in there now, bit of dark. We've been to Cornwall many times, and I'm constantly calling everything Cornwall, but it's only my impression of Cornwall. My views don't really exist. Gotta get a bit dark there. Bit of light there. I think we've got paint on most of that. Okay, well let's go and put that in its frame, and we'll have a look. So bear with me while I do this. And up there. Ugh. Messy old business painting, isn't it? Love it. But you can clean brushes and things with dishwashing stuff. Dishwasher, not washing up liquid, I should say. So if any of you have been misled by me in the past and using stuff that goes in a dishwasher, it's the stuff you wash up in the sink with. Washing liquid, with my pliers. A couple of pins. Just an old photograph frame this was. I don't really like the painting now. Right, okay, careful. There we go. Just a little bit undercut. Oh, let's just one there. On the other side, I'll okay, let's just move the easel up. I think we've 50 minutes on this, okay. Right, let's just move the camera back. I think that's the safest bet. I'll put a picture up on the easel. So there we are. So we have another little painting. Hope you like it. Could put a little bit of dark on the beach here. Show the high tide line. We're going up a little bit there, but I don't think I can change that really. Oh, that's a bit better. Well, I hope you like that one, folks. I don't sign these until they're bone dry. It'd be quite difficult to do that. Hope you like it. I'll get this one uploaded for you, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Bye bye.